Hello, we're live, as foretold. Electric
45.
currency. A
You
thing.
alright?
There's a chat menu. That's great. Hello, Berks. Yay. Welcome. Welcome. I'm just coming around. I was literally asleep 5 minutes ago. So
I'll bring the chat.
here's Katie. And here's Katie.
Hello, everyone. You may notice under my name, not a liberal. You accuse me of being a liberal. There's every possibility of violence. Don't call me a liberal. And oddly enough, they are. You will find out why they are mostly irrelevant. The actual party, not liberals, unfortunately.
If, like me, you were asleep in the brain, then you will have missed meds time. So it's probably a good idea to take meds now. La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
No.
Jim Layla Specs. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to my waking universe. Oh. How's your day been, Katie? What have you been up to?
Watching videos about how to do automation in one of my games, and watching one for videos for another one of my games because I'm useless. Not that the ones the ones I was then watching for actual resource help is for Oxygen Not Included. The other ones are for essentially sneakiness in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm used to the turn-based because Dungeon Master, because I'm evil. I was a DM for Dungeons and Dragons back in the day. BG3 is fucking amazing, so I'm basically getting the lay of the land about how to navigate, what to concentrate on, what ones are easiest for people who haven't played the actual game before but who know how game mechanics work. Everyone, I urge everyone who are STEM-brained, like myself, try Oxygen Not Included. It is really quite cool. The dupes are crazy little things. I love the dupes. They're amazing. Duplicants, they're called. They're basically clones of humans. And it is delightful. You get to do all sorts of sciencey things and digging and critter ranching. It's great. And you can pilot rockets and stuff to find other asteroids to mine and set up colonies. Thank you, Red Rust 308. Best game recommendation ever. I already had BG3 on my wish list on Steam.
A couple of Berks wants to know if we get points if we're one of these points-based YouTube channels. Like, and that was a sneaky way of like promoting his own channel. And My Left Eye, who also have a point-based system. I don't know if like I have the level of commitment to relationships to keep a point-based board going.
I could do it for you. I don't see the point in doing the at most from my YouTube. I've got 170 now. I've got 170 people subscribed to me on my YouTube. Thank you, you 170 fucking legends.
That's a lot to keep track of, Katie. And before you know it, your love for them, you'll start doing points left, right, and centre. Oh, it's a point for you, point for you. And like, Oh, chaos. See, that's why it helps to be, to take my approach to relationships and hate everybody.
He's got that quota. He does that nonsense.
If you
He
are a very disagreeable person, then you won't have to keep track of who has what points. Yeah, so bear with us, folks, because I'm literally just a
I am
week.
I am 2 days behind Layla.
I got
200.
some
Fucking hell.
water for my eyes. I'll put it back in there.
No problem, Andy. The last time I checked, it was earlier this week or last week. I've checked it in the last week. I'm up to 200. What the fuck? So 200 fucking legends. Praise be. Thank you. I try to entertain and educate. And Rejoice, you get to see me rant about politicians and COVID deniers and people who want to drill into fucking Rosebank and Jackdaw. Do not believe the complete leading into this by-election in Aberdeen South was all about the oil and gas sector. No, it wasn't. Helena mentioned it earlier on, or someone in Helena's chat. Everyone go and follow No Justice MTG. Now. No, later after this live stream. I keep on forgetting that unionists are a thing to a certain degree. I focused on how much I was, 1,000 jobs a month getting lost. Train them into the renewables, you fucking idiots. It's not that hard. Free tuition fees? We don't pay student fees up here. Be easy to cross-train them.
Sounds good.
Ran over. More ranting to come about the topic.
Goodness, Jacqueline Wright. Been away from the chat because my ceiling collapsed and I got emergency activated to travel lodge somewhere in the UK. Hopefully not for too long. I think that's a better excuse than mine, to be fair. I was asleep or my house collapsed.
Oh my god, I can see the attic. You're not hurt, are you? Jacqueline, you're not hurt, are you? Please. I beg of you. I'm not kidding. In the space of 2 hours, it went from that's an ominous cracking of ceiling to, oh my god, I can see the attic. YouTube chat, everyone. I was more worried about the damp. I'm very, very terrified of my fucking floorboards. They need fixed. North Glasgow Housing, can you fucking hear me? I'm emailing my housing officer once a month, me personally. I'm worried about the floorboards. Jacqueline, not that Jacqueline, my housing officer's called Jacqueline as well. Can you come in for Islam?
I'm just saying Layla and Becca are getting into a conversation about Layla's YouTube channel consisting of home and away videos. I'm just recalling we had a who is the best home and away villain chat on, I think, Kev's stream one night or Helena's stream, somewhere that was completely inappropriate to have that chat. And we both agree it was dodge. Bryce, the mighty streaming rebel, welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Hi, Bryce.
A couple of Burks writes, I think we should replace floorboards with trampolines. That's a really seductive proposal, I think.
I'd need to get floorboards as well as the trampolines. I'm assuming it's you, Lewis. Because if they take away the floorboards and try to install trampolines, there's no fucking ground underneath them. So under my carpet, the floorboards, then 8-foot drop to the ambulance.
Whoa.
You all right?
Yeah, it was just a bit like it must be like the sensation Scott McCowan experiences when he leaps from life to life, and he wakes up I mean, that is my sort of experience, sort of like waking up completely late for the stream tonight. Um, and I think we're probably going to either
Thanks,
not
Jacqueline.
really start talking about it for another 15 minutes till my brain gets into gear, or push it
Take your
back
time. Take your
another
time.
week. Well, we'll see how you feel. See how I feel. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I had a very kind of a very day. I had a day. I was meant to be sat working on a new video essay, doing the rights for that, but um, because it was so sunny outside, I decided I would go and mow the garden. I've got this enormous garden out back, and like with the sun, it's been growing really tall. So like usually I mow a bit of it, and then do another bit like a later day. But this time I decided to do the whole garden, and I did the front garden, and then my cleaner friend Holly left me in one of those power washer vacuums to tackle my sofa with. Um, a friend of mine was meant to be coming over from Scotland. He's now not. Um, so I was going to do this for him anyway. It's a really industrial power vacuum. It makes a really loud noise. So I had to evacuate half of the gerbils from the living room while I did this and tore apart this sofa bed and did every layer of it. And also reading Terry Pratchett's Hatful of Sky. So um, by the time I sort of lay down and got my necessary ice cream, um, I had a little snooze without alarm clock safety in it. So yeah, that was my day.
Oh.
I
Are
literally
you,
only turned the laptop on for the first time about 20 minutes ago, maybe.
as long as you're okay, I was starting to worry a bit. I thought, fuck, I hope nothing bad's happened. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jacqueline. My, uh, I have sympathy with Jacqueline, by the way, everyone. Bathroom ceiling, because these were built in between the wars. This one specifically, we can't narrow it down because the documentation for it, the actual paperwork, water damage or lost or blah blah blah. Insert the useless excuse here. Mine was built between 28 and 32, so late 20s essentially. 1920s. So ours was horsehair lining and lime, which isn't used anymore because most of it contained asbestos. That was fun. When I was running a bath fucking years ago, we'd been in here for about 5 years ish. It fucking collapsed, nearly taking me out in the fucking process. My wrist got broke because the ceiling collapsed on me trying to murder me. And they fixed it all. So now the one that is safe now is the ceiling in the bathroom. The rest of the fucking flat still has all that fucking nonsense up there. Because it costs too much in remedial work. Fucking fix it. Or fucking change it over. Lots of us are actually seeing that these are sort of the oldest flats on this road. All the ones going down towards the west of me, they're all new builds. They were all built in like the 90s and early 2000s, essentially. Like the ones across the road were built while we've been living in here. Those ones across the road from me are only 16 years old. Literally, they got polished off. They were built between 07 and 2010, and people have only been living in them since the coalition government. But these are the last tranche of them, and the ones behind us. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 21. So there's 8 back to back and 3 down the side facing the school over here.
I think I'm going to have to go for a cigarette to help me wake up. But reading
No
our
problem.
chat, I'm half convinced that we should get Becca and Layla going away just to show about the Australian soap opera sensation. We can absolutely include Neighbours in that because it was the original.
It was, yeah.
Just had a bit of an edge to it. It was like Neighbours if Neighbours was like drunk.
Oh God, they are so distant in my memory. Like when I moved out of my mum's house and moved down to Clydebank, I basically stopped watching all of those soaps. Like both my sisters still watch soaps and stuff like that. I don't. I'm sci-fi and propaganda and fantasy sort of programs and documentary series. So you're just too highbrow, Katie. I don't like them. I'm sorry. I did like Neighbours, but I just basically kind of stopped watching it.
Hello, Orchestran.
Hello, Orchestran, my dear.
Yeah, I think...
Could you be classed as a neighbour, Orchestra? Orchestran lives within... If I was a therapist person, a walking distance of me. She is Glaswegian. She is based. How you doing, my darling?
Yeah, I think a cup of coffee is going to help me come around because I really am a bit blootered. Hi, Big Jerry.
Big Jerry!
You hold the fort here for 5 minutes. I'll get a cup of coffee.
Of course.
Yeah.
Not getting on to...
Back in a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for the magic window thing that... oh, there we go.
Thanks. Hello, everyone. This is the resident philosopher. Hi, Scrubby. I've started reading the materials you have given me. Thank you. One of them, not both of them at the same time, oddly enough. Watch this space, everyone. I still need to find that fucking quote from Kev. At some point, I will have a soundboard in the future. I will. And I'm going to clip out Kev and put him onto my Discord, onto my stream deck. So you get to hear him every time a certain topic or certain individuals appear in the stream or get talked about by your lass. Oh, darling, my eyes have been fucked and I'm blowing my nose. Well, currently I'm not blowing my nose, but yes. It goes from my eyes and my nose keeps on running. I don't cough too much, but the main issue, it goes right... It is rather annoying. In saying that, hopefully I've got enough to see me until my payday. My benefit gets paid on Tuesday. Hopefully I've got enough eye drops to deal with them until Tuesday. Fingers crossed. The Katie Show. Thank you, Becca. You may notice not a liberal. I will say one thing, leaving off them, major part of the discussion happening tonight. But after this, Liberals do exist as a kind of party. There was Liberals in the coalition government during the Second World War. And they do stay relevant until 60s, kind of. But that breed of politician now, the Liberals exist. But those kind of, the Liberals of who are we going to be covering tonight, in no way modelling or anything about that. They're all dead. That party basically died a death over the succeeding decades after this period. Who'd have thunk it? Being shit in government will make your party irrelevant. Not that we have any call, really. People are saying, oh, the Tory party aren't dead. Yes, they are. The only reason he fucking won is because unionism. Oh, I'm on the left. Good thought.
You just realised it? Oh, I'm
I couldn't resist that one. I'm sorry.
Oh, I value morality and ethics and human decency. I'm on the left. Oh, I don't enjoy cruelty. I'm on the left.
Make it easier. I'm not Keir Starmer or Andy Burnham. Not fact. Hi, New Candlelit. Hello, my dear.
Hello, How You Candle It. Always a pleasure. I wonder. Just because it's after 11 and I'm still waking up. If we should postpone this topic to next week, so I have a proper chance to go at it rather than putting myself under unnecessary cognitive pressure.
Yeah, totally.
We could try it, but we'd probably be going here until. I was going to say we were going here until after 2 to do it, but I mean that's not unusual.
If you feel up to it, I'm all ready. But if you want to delay it, I'm cool with that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, let's delay it the next week because I'm a bit at least a bit scatterbrained, and I think just sort of removing. Like I don't feel pressurized, but I mean that's me now. You know, like 25 minutes into it, like might feel quite different. Yeah, we can move it the next week. Well, how does chat feel? Oh shit. Jackie writes, you're gonna have to test for asbestos before they do any repairs. So I could be in a travel lodge for at least another week or more. Oh god.
Mr. Blueprint. Hey John.
I remember Sons and Daughters, Jackie. I don't remember actually watching it. I remember it being on quite a lot. Scrubby, hi. John the Brazen, hi. Omaha, hello.
Liberal went to the.
Ooh, I'm not in favour of violence, but seeing the raise of flags bloke get smacked in the gob did allow me to revisit my stance. Should I should we play that clip so I can benefit from this too?
It was fellow use, wasn't it? I assume you're talking about young Bob Scrubby. I would assume.
Young
and
Bob.
A couple of the other ones, or there's a few of them. I remember Sons and Daughters as well. It's one of my mum's favourites. Orchestra and Jacqueline.
So Becca, what we were gonna Becca asks about tell us about the subject.
The other wank fuck.
What we were going to talk about tonight and still can do next week because we've put in a lot of research is the 1915 munitions crisis, where pretty much just the British government ran out of explosive shells, essentially like I was gonna say like bullets, but specific type. They probably weren't really. They were I can't even remember. Did the explosive shells come out of guns as well as like heavy guns, like
Yeah,
handguns?
yeah.
But these were like essential in fighting World War One. They needed the sort of heavy duty ammunition for
Mm.
um, taking down enemy trenches, taking down barbed wire walls, and Britain had a severe shortage of them. Um, to the point where like they were going in fighting and they could like only use like a high explosive shell every like a couple of times an hour when ordinarily in that sort of in the
It
sort of
wasn't.
warfare that they planned for it was meant to be like like
At one point in a certain part of a battle leading up to Aubers, by the way, they were using an explosive shell every 2 minutes, every 120 seconds. Said if you carry on doing this, we're going to deplete what little we have, either in the home country here in these isles or in the Western Front, basically France and Belgium. Said you'll run out before the end of this battle, I believe. Fun. I'll get that. Trench warfare is fucking horrible. There's a reason it's called the lost generation, because we literally lost a generation in that fucking sphere. Delightful.
So Becca asks also, this is war history and chat club? Yeah, we were gonna focus on. I mean, there's a lot of people talk about it in terms of military history, in terms of ammunition and stuff, but my approach to it was like looking at the politics of it, and it was particularly a crisis that was fought in so very much on the battlefield was where the consequences of it were, and those were the people who were dying because of it, and getting injured for life because of it. But the political behind the scenes, it was like a political fight, which moved the power about at the top of power politics in this country around Lloyd George, General Kitchener, Lord Northcliffe as well. Alfred Harmsworth, isn't it? He was in charge of the Daily Mail, that great patriotic newspaper, the Daily Mail.
Please remember, everyone, they backed the fucking fascists.
They backed the fucking fascists. And interestingly enough, Lord Northcliffe, who was criticising the government during all this, was offered by Lloyd George a governmental position, pretty much a sort of, if you're going to stand there and bitch about it, then come on aboard and show us how it's done properly. And Lord Northcliffe turned him down. Pussy.
No, he wanted to be outside actually taking pot shots at the government. Sorry, that's a terrible
outside the tent pissing in.
Yeah. For a more recent flavour of that, Boris. That's why lots of the...
Welcome, Madcat79, Scott I haven't seen you in here for a while.
At the Battle of Somme in 1916, an estimated 57,000 British casualties resulted in just 3 square miles of gained territory over the space of 7 hours.
Jeez.
Fun. Thank you, Orkstran. It is fucking disgusting. I will say, in the lead up to what most major wars or battles or anything. Wars mostly. Arms race preceded it. Just saying.
I seem to remember the Somme being one of, and it's like it was a massive casualty number, and one that's very much celebrated, memorialized here in Northern Ireland, as there were a lot of Northern Irish soldiers up the Somme.
Yeah.
But it's one of those places where that lack of high explosive shells was a major factor in in that death count.
Yeah. Scots and the Irish were one of the biggest casualties. Used were slightly bigger than us, but Scots, then English and Welsh next. Because who'd have thunk it? The Celts are good at fucking war, good at battles, apparently. We are 7% of the population of the United Kingdom. We make up more than back in the day, up until the modern era, so since about 7% of the population, between 25 and 30% of the armed forces were Scottish. It's like we're good at killing people or something. Not that we've been doing that for centuries to each other. Anyone that knows Scottish history will say, you're under egging the pudding there. Oh, yeah.
Well, if we're not going to do the shell crisis tonight, that will allow us to do things like show gerbils on camera. So I will go and see if I can capture one or two for your delight. Hiya, Scooby. Weirdly was looking at a thing at Folks House today. It was a medal. We were sure. Oh, interesting. Okay, I see who I can find.
Okay, everyone. This is Jacqueline. I didn't see Becca's comment. Sorry, Jacqueline. Thanks. This AI revolution is going to be forced down our throats because the billionaires have invested too much time and money for it to be allowed to fail, and so they all can become trillionaires. Rejoice! Elon's not going to be alone. Can I get off the merry-go-round, please? Thanks. Yeah, Layla. We do, darling. Yeah, we do. We still make up between 8 and 12% of the British Army, even to this day. We do. No, can you post that in the Discord for me, Scrubby? Thanks. See the video about Musk's finances. It is not good at all. His finances have never been good. So now, hello, Puerto Rican comrade. Yeah. Don't try to, Layla. Don't. It's not worth it. $1 trillion really is an absurd amount of money. I can't keep up with it. Just don't. Anyone, just don't. It's not fucking worth it. Even $1 billion is out with our scope. Millions we could possibly understand. It's easy to get to $1 million after fashion, but getting up to like billions and even trillions, that is so beyond us, we plebs, essentially, as far as they're concerned, at least. It's an obscene amount of money. And the fact that fucking lunatic has that amount of capital at his disposal. Yay, fun. End me, please. Thanks. Oh, did they? Cool. I bet Emma was spitting fire. Everyone go and follow Majority Report, just alone the fact that Emma Vigeland exists. That woman is a treasure. Oh God, yeah. A millionaire, absurdly rich. Yeah. Multi-billionaire or trillionaire? We're all dancing monkeys for these fucking parasites. I will say again, no violence. But out of my hands.
I've just had a terrifying thought. What if No Justice comes in here with like 100 viewers and we're not talking politics? We're going to get into trouble, Katie.
Helena raided into Kev. Kev's still going. We might get raided by Kev.
Kev could descend on us like some great eagle. With a beard.
With a beard. She is rather gorgeous, isn't she, Omaha? Mm.
I don't believe I know Emma Vigeland. Who's that?
Majority Report, kind of lefty-leaning American channel. Emma's gorgeous and brilliant, and she hates Piers Morgan, so she's good people. Not hate, she just doesn't like interacting with the fucking dickhead.
Right, yeah, John highlights...
oh, right.
I'm just, again, just going to read out comments talking about, because it was spread out over 4 channels, so I think only people can see the channel they're coming from. Anyone posting artwork online should know about Nightshade, a tool that confuses AI and poisons AI image generation. Right, and I've heard of Nightshade from my artist friend, Amy Letts. Amy is the chair of the Caption Comics Festival, where she's hosting a panel on AI, which we talked a bit about it being a unbiased and impartial panel on AI. And then after about a minute, just said, no, fuck it. We'll just get up there and slag off AI. So, yeah, it's you know, I think it's an area people should learn about. My own prejudices and bigotries towards AI means I don't really know much about it, just about the impact of it, which is horrendous. And I know there is a difference between AI and generative AI. And I do use AI for some things, but never generative AI.
I will need to tell Cranky Pants' wife, Cappy, about Nightshade. She's in the arts. She's a production manager for a theatre, so Cappy might already know about Nightshade, but I'll let her know.
Jacqueline asks, how did the Greens do in Makersfield? They didn't do so well, but then they weren't really fighting it to do well.
Yeah.
Or just to stick on appearance. I mean, they seem a lot more interested in the mayoral Manchester thing.
Yeah.
They've already said it's between them and Reform.
Yeah, they've already chosen their candidate. It's not Sarah Wakefield, everyone. I can't remember. Geraldine something. It's another. So it's both their names are G. So our first name's Geraldine. Helena was talking about her earlier on, or mentioned her earlier on. The local party picked her.
John writes, I'm open to it as a technology, but I'm angry that our government is doing nothing to protect us and our futures. I mean, 100%. The thing about AI that I get very early on, nobody
dead,
likes
John,
this,
yeah.
it's inevitable. It is the mass rollout. It's only a matter of time. And it's one of those battles. The battle isn't to win it, is the battle is to fight it and make
Yeah.
that inevitability take as long as fucking possible. And of course, the government are gonna rally in on bringing cruelty home to us as soon as they can.
Internet Pandora's box, correct, Scooby? Yeah.
Did Jacqueline says as long as Greens did better than Reform? I don't think they did actually.
Reform came second, so Burnham got 55, Reform got 35, and I can't remember the other ones.
Greens were like about 3% or 5%. So it was quite a
something around there.
considerable.
They used it as a platforming situation, essentially, saying the policy base essentially for the Green Party of England and Wales.
Leila, I'm not pushing AI. I'm a cartoonist, which is an area massively hit by AI. Creators right trampled over, and I see it every day, 10 times a day. I don't go looking for it, but I see just people getting infuriated and upset about the challenge of. The thing is that AI is backed by so many major corporations. It's such a massive financial bubble. You know as well as I, if you go on Google, unless you've got a browser plugin enabled, you'll see the first thing that come up is an AI search result. I usually skim past it. I would hope a lot of people do if they don't have a plugin. But it's it's here. It's here now. And it's only going to grow. I mean, we have to like it.
I've mostly neutered Gemini. That's still the first search results, though, when I Google shit on my phone. I use Firefox on this. So,
I think accepting the inevitability of it, now not in ourselves, in our own identity, we have to use it, but accepting the inevitability of it in society helps it better fight it. That's what I'm saying.
If we were to try and escape that, Leila Spelling, the genocide is backed by major corporations. Also, don't use Google. All of Google is AI now. We can't. To completely BDS my entire life, I wouldn't be streaming. There's no ethical consumption, blah, blah, blah. I physically can. I'm trying to educate people here, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
I'm going to play devil's advocate, or rather Leila's advocate. We don't have to use Google. No, okay. I'm a complete hypocrite to say what I'm about to say, because I'm in the same boat as Katie. But, I mean, people don't eat meat, right? People don't shop Israeli products. It's a matter of, people don't have Windows. People use Linux. So it's just a matter of opting out. But that is such a, it feels like such a big decision now to completely remove yourself out of the Google ecosphere. But it can be done. It's about a change of mindset and behavior. And I'm not doing it anytime soon. Although I do mean to get, I've been meaning to get myself a Linux machine for years and years. And yeah, I think I probably will within the next year. Yeah.
I've asked my Welsh tech wizard, would I be able to go Linux at some point? Yeah, have you got a couple of grand spare? No.
If you've got a couple of
Like
what?
just a couple of grand. But like my telly and my monitor that I'm using now, fucking love it. Not it is safe enough, I believe. I went and checked. I did a sort of medium dive into this monitor I'm now using connected to the laptop. The laptop's fucked in that regard. It's HP. It's got fucking Windows on it. So no, being able to go over to like Linux and completely de-genocide this my setup. Yeah, I don't have that money yet, unfortunately. Watch the space. If anything happens, I will completely just the Windows and Google going, and then I'll feel a little bit better about myself. But even at that, because the memory shortage, thank you AI fucking tech billionaires, you bastards. Memory's still short. Either that or you're having to pay fucking way too much for it. So I don't know. I'll try and BDS my setup at some point if I can afford it. Windows has such a stranglehold though. Fucking sucks.
Loving the chat here for chimpanzees. Brilliant, bring it on. I'm going to pin Layla's comment because I know
I've got it disabled.
Very passionate about this and educated too. You literally just have to change your default search engine. You know, that is, as Layla says, extremely easy to do. Yeah.
I'm lazy and just, I don't know.
And I mean, yeah. I mean, Layla, you make a point that can't really be rebuffed there. Okay, so you're still using, like, I use a lot of Google services. I use Drive quite frequently. But, you know, just by that small change of search engine, that's the thing, you know, you can't, you know, change doesn't come through massive, like October Revolution moments. It comes through incrementalism. And if I change my search engine, that means I use less AI. Doesn't mean I'm completely free from the threat of it. And yeah, doesn't mean I completely back away from Google, but it's a little bit, you know, it's sort of doing without meat rather than full-blown vegetarianism. So yeah.
I've got to get out in that clause. Health issues. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather have my meat production be as ethical as it possibly can be. Currently, it's not. Unfortunately, I'm not going to put my health at risk to go vegan. It's not worth it. Under medical guidance, by the way. So anyone who's I've had people actually say to me, "No, you're just making it worse." Then, sharp, individual choice. I need it for my health. So,
Orchestran reminds us Firefox has an AI filter.
I've turned it off.
Sock noise comment because I can't read it all. It's too small.
Give me a minute. He'll be in my chat.
I think I did a piece on Screen Cleaner about I can't remember now what it was about, but I touched on AI and the amount of like environmental damage because it takes so much water power to use AI. I mean, I think somebody was telling me last month that China had literally sent some kind of AI server to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, Andy, was me.
Steals so much water.
I sent that to you. That was me.
Oh, you said that to me, yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting story. Um,
And they've got a dedicated wind farm connected to it. They again, China doing nothing and winning, or doing something um, Windows or something. Microsoft actually done that off the coast of the UK, and they stopped it. They'd done the full study. They never released it, and they stopped doing it. Reasons, I believe, my own crack theory here now. Fuck, this is going to rival our supremacy and stop to date. A few years later, China does it and proves it's viable. So other people can just go to the Chinese and say, how did you do that? Can you show us how to do that? And bring in the expertise that China's already shown that already existed, that got hushed. Microsoft are good people, apparently. AI has a sustainability issue, like when AI needs fixing, coders and developers will not have the skills to solve these problems, like it will be an organizational mess because large language models will have quality issues. Correct, Sock now. Thank you, my comrade.
I'm also going to highlight people living near data centers have experienced health issues because of the decibels. I mean, this is the same problem we have with fracking, as well as just being horrible for the geographical environment. It also adds to a lot of physical, human health issues, which is one of the grounds that we've fought it on here in Northern Ireland. Every time a fracking proposal tries to get through the barely open as it is Stormont government.
For more on what fracking actually does on the ground, speak to the people just around the surrounding area of Blackpool. It was happening in that neck of the woods, by the way. It makes the actual ground unstable. There has been geologic instability underneath the underlying areas because the way they do it, they pump in massive amounts of water and chemicals to break up the shale and take that natural gas out. They want to propose. They were thinking of proposing that if they ever got into government, either here in Scotland or in the UK wide, and actually tap the areas here, which is the central belt where most of the mining occurred up here in Scotland and parts of Five, and that alone, hopefully, will put paid to that idea of anyone voting for reform up here on like a national level, because stay the fuck away from Scotland's central belt and where we used to mine. You're not doing fracking here. I will literally do what Boris didn't fucking do for fucking the airport expansion. I will literally lie down on the fucking ditch.
When a good kitty goes to war.
Don't give me a good excuse. I've already got many, many bad ones.
Today is not a good day to find out why Katie has so many rules.
When a good man goes to war is one of my favourite episodes, and when this woman goes to war, hell mind just seriously. I may be disabled, but I can defend myself and defend my country.
Layla's comment there is worth pinning, because this is a problem with our effed up species priorities. You know, I got into a bit of fracas with somebody last week over an organizational matter, and they literally sent me. Do you ever get? Yeah, I'm sure you get like those emails or direct messages where it's just somebody bitching about you, and they send you this big fucking essay. Their comment is like 500 to 600 words of how fucking terrible you are for having done this and done that, and just blowing a few wee bits out of proportion.
And then you're left thinking, well, if you'd put all that energy that you put into writing this screed to me, if you put that energy into actually solving the problem, then maybe it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. I've had people DM me that's not part of any of the Discords I'm in, and saying you do realise that you're alienating the vast majority of people who are online who might actually want to follow you. My channel, my rules. Go away. I'm the one that actually controls this. Don't get me wrong, I have my mods. They are amazing. I love them. Are you away, Jacqueline? I love you.
Send her love.
See you later.
Enjoy the travel lodge. I hope things return to some level of normality soon.
Keep me posted if you can, Jacqueline. Okay. And when you get back in, reach out to me if you want.
Thanks for stopping by. Spend the time with it is appreciated. As all. Is Specs being Farmer in chat tonight? I'm really interested. Or any of you who have an insight into this, into working with Linux? Maybe even bring you on chat if you'd be up for that.
Helena's going to be moving over to Linux, I think. Specs would be really good. Obviously, that's his day job. Not well, he works in that sector essentially. So getting Specs in would be a really good fucking idea. Just a thought. Praise be Specs. Welsh tech wizard. I love him desperately. He is helping me.
CNC Pineapple Aid.
Yes.
With
Praise be Pineapple Aid.
Blocks of ice. But now I'm some moving on to coffee. Help me wake up a bit. Unfortunately, they exist, John. I have a hater blog who wrote a long essay about me completely not getting Green Party policy. He's a very deranged person, a Green supporter, but seems to be a complete snob. I haven't came across any of them in the Scottish Greens, just saying. They might exist, I don't know. I haven't met every party member yet. I've met everyone in the Glasgow branch, and we're all pretty decent people. Some Green Party members like dance music, which is incorrect in my thoughts. But other than that, they're very decent human beings, very good at policy, like most of us are, oddly enough. Hi, Flowsnake. Welcome. Well, we are not doing our planned stream tonight. I slept in and I'm still a bit foggy, so we're going to put the Shell Crisis off until next week. So this is just sort of what I was going to do for next week, Katie.
Thanks so much.
We just do like a jazz improv stream. So I guess this is it. We just make up topics and content as we go along.
Yeah, you've told me about them, Orchestra, and I have issues with Patrick Harvey. I love Patrick. He's one of the main reasons that I joined the Scottish Greens. I appreciate Patrick so much. He basically held the fort for now on 15 years, the poor man. We've got Ross now, though, and Gillian. Whoa. And we're going really well. I'd want to get to the point that the SNP are at. If there's a Scottish by-election or any Scottish voting happening, the SNP always stand. We're not quite there yet. We've only got about 12,000 members currently. Watch this space. I'd want to be able to stand in every by-election, every seat, every election happening in Scotland. Not quite there yet. Might be a wee bit off here. Again, watch this space. They didn't stand in my constituency.
Right back.
Gerbil. I already have orchestra, and that's what I'm not. A little bit of a disconnect there, oddly enough. But that's only been recently. In the last, so I've been a party member for 3 years now. I never fucking realised that until yesterday, that I've been a party member for 3 years. I was hiding in the background, essentially, popping up every now and again during the policy forum times. Better outreach for disabled members. Still screaming into the void about better energy policy. That we need to be pushing for a better energy policy from the governments, either up here in Scotland or Westminster, blah, blah, blah. Specs is in the chat. Praise be the Welsh tech wizard. Hello, Specs being farmer. Specs is good, people. On AI and LLMs, the technology itself isn't bad. The issue is capitalism being forced down everyone's throats. Correct, Specs. Praise be. You are correct. F2I less of an issue since the AI boom, to be honest, about the same with memory and GPU prices with the memory and GPU prices are fucking insane. Just saying. We have a kind of factionalism between Target to Win fanatics and people who, to be honest, in Target to Win shouldn't be taken literally like it's about. I would assume there's a happy medium, John. I hope there is, at least. Being able to talk to your party members, your local party, your local branch, being able to talk about it. That's where we're going to reach the best policy platforms and the best, like, sort of what seats to target. Like I said, we can't run in all the seats up here in Scotland, oddly enough. And it'll be the same for the Greens down in England and Wales, I would assume. And more party members, more money. You can actually target a wider range of seats. We have party members, and we have people who will vote for us who aren't party members, which is amazing. I love to see. My niblet is a party member now. Yay!
No, she has no niblets. Niblets, as I was explaining to Katie, is also the name for the gerbil's favourite food. Like an expensive luxury sweetie. So I noticed because we have Scooby in chat tonight, that I would go and fetch my Scooby as well. And here she is. Hello.
Hello, Scooby.
Hello, darling. Can we get...
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, do you want another seat? A seat? Yeah, good girl.
I haven't came up against that, John. Yeah, I find it annoying when people talk like we must treat our campaign guidebook like it's the Bible. I haven't came up against that yet in my branch. Other branches have reported back to me in other areas and said, yeah, a lot of people actually take it as gospel. And I was saying, try to convince them it's not. It's a jumping off point, essentially. Talk to your branch members. Unlike poor Elron's fucking CLP, Angela Eagle, your days are numbered. Praise be, Warren Hubbard, award-winning journalism.
Oh. I'm getting a bit of a neck massage. That was nice. Good girl. Good girl. Do you like Laura Koonsberg? No? Oh, it walked off. Laura Koonsberg is just... Yeah, you don't want to be on camera. It's okay. Laura Koonsberg's not coming to the stream tonight. And we'd block her if she did.
Kick her off. Please.
Praise be, Bry your guy in the chat. Everyone
Hello,
go and
Brian.
follow.
Guys,
Everyone go and follow Bry your guy. He is awesome. Have they released who is on Evilness tomorrow? Right.
Oh, come on. Chat's in such a good mood tonight. We don't need. Well, I mean, I suppose this might be the way to. So who is it? Heinrich Himmler and Laura Kunzberg tomorrow?
Oh god, no, not this fucking one. Oh. Okay, here we go, everyone. Award-winning Kerbalism, Peter Kyle, the business secretary, fuck's sake, and Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride, who, former advisor to Keir Starmer, Paul Ovenden. He had to resign. I wonder why.
Oh, Paul Ovenden. Isn't he Labour Together core member?
He was one of the core members, yes. Former Cabinet Secretary Lord Simon Case, he was head of the civil service, by the way. And former Defence Secretary Lord Hutton, so someone from the other place who is a soldier or former soldier. On the panel are Jess Phillips, Toby Perkins, and Luke Charters. Why do I recognise that name? I don't know who Toby Perkins is.
Did you pull me?
Why do I recognise Luke Charters?
You can't go down there, Scooby.
Gerbil Bry.
Yeah. Like I say, it's the only acceptable way to put my crotch on camera is when there's a gerbil on it.
Why is she bringing back Jess onto the panel? She was there about a month and a half ago.
Come on, girl.
Right, Luke Charters. Why didn't and Toby Perkins? I'm recognizing.
Food on my hand again. How dare you? Like, if I was ever on top of a creature that was 1,000 times the size of me, I'd never poo on. So this is Scooby. She is the leader of her colony of 3. She's a little bit older than the other ones. I think she's. Oh, I think Scooby's maybe about 3 years old now. She's one of the oldest gerbils I have. Very friendly, aren't you? Yes, Scooby. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. You're a good girl, aren't you? Yeah. Bryce says you're adorable. It's not nice. It's not nice. Where are you going? No. They like to crawl into my into the gap in my elbow. Also, I'll sit with them like maybe one-on-one on like a comfy chair, and they'll like try to get behind my back so that I'm like, one wrong move and I'm sitting on them. But they like bang their heads. They bang their heads at me as if they're going to move me. The other one is trying to climb inside my armpit.
That must be itchy.
Inside the pit, but like as if they're trying to get through this gap here. Hello, love. Hello. You go back down shortly. You're not monetized yet. Neither am I. What was that? What was that? Patreon.com/Andy Luke. Really good value. Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Well,
thank you, MZ, and so nice to see you here.
Thank you, MC, my darling.
Not our originally intended programming, but the next best thing. Hello. Yes, good girl.
I went and checked the panel as well. I didn't know. I recognised one of their names. So Jess Phillips is on, who is still a Labour backbencher. She resigned from cabinet, and the other two looks like they're Starmer loyalists. One of them's been in since 2010, so he's been there a while, and the other one's been in since 2015. So that's Toby Perkins and Luke Charters. So they've got two, from what I've gleaned there just quickly, they seem to be York Carters, yeah. Thank you, Orchestran, my dear.
Of course, this is the weekend, isn't it? Where Keir
Yeah.
Starmer's said to be discussing with family whether to resign or not.
Fuck off already!
Yeah. You don't like him, do you? No. Scooby here says Keir Starmer's a fascist piece of shit. Her exact words. And I've never known Scooby to swear like that. But yeah, must really hate him, don't you? Oh, this Scooby's definitely not a Thatcher fan. Well, I mean,
Good Scooby.
like,
good girl.
Who would Scooby's first PM have been? Sunak, I think.
How old? If you tell me our age, I'll tell you who the Prime Minister was and what sort of...
Three years old.
Yeah, it would have been Sunak.
Oh, actually, no, you're not 3. You're 2. You're probably closer to 2.
So crossover period between Sunak and Starmer? If she was born in 2024, depending what part of the year it was. Early part of the year, still Sunak. Later part of the year, Sunak. Early part of the year, Sunak. Later part of the year, Starmer. If she's 3 year old, if she's 3 or older, it's either Sunak or Lettuce Lady. Mind you that you blink and you'll miss it. Rang band, if you. He is an orchestra.
Yeah, we're kind of divided because people like myself think Starmer went in there like a dose of really bad constipation, and some think talking to my wife is code for I'm going. So I don't know.
Apparently, the cabinet and a good number of the backbenchers have been either messaging him or actually, well, obviously the cabinet still meets, blah blah blah, and all that fucking bollocks. So the cabinet have been saying to him, "Time's up."
Yeah. I
unnamed sources and all that fucking shit.
I don't know that Burnham is much better either, but I think better. Right? How much better? Yeah.
He's better at handling shit. He has a career politician at the end of the day. He might actually look slightly better in the media.
Look, I haven't done a lot. I know Burnham's been quite popular as Manchester mayor and being outside that Westminster bubble. But I mean, the real burning question everybody wants to know is, was Burnham's father a toolmaker?
Fuck it, let's check. No, I'm deadly serious. We may as well get it over and done with now. Andy Burnham. His full name is Andrew Murray Burnham, by the way.
Murray, that's a good middle name. Murray Mints. All right. You have to go down soon. Yes. So you get ready to say goodbye to chat. She's a good girl.
Where's it
Born
get-
in
Oh. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kenneth Roy Burnham was a telephone engineer, so which means he probably worked for BT. And his
That's not
mother,
good.
Eileen Mary Burnham, was a receptionist. So working class.
They didn't make their own tools. They didn't make their own tools. But they are members of Labour Friends of Israel, so I'm sure that's okay. I'm sure everything work out just fine.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, right. It's getting too late for you, Scooby. So say good night. Say good night, everybody. Night.
Night, Scooby.
Night.
Night, night.
Night, night.
I don't know much about Burnham, but I asked about the Solomon's watermelon he came out with. The highly original is supposedly we need a full, complete independent investigation or something like that. And apparently he's been closing up with certain lobbies. Oh, fucking hell. I wonder what lobbies. If I had my way, I'd completely ban lobbying, make it illegal. If you want to start a political movement or a political party, get funding from actual people, actual real human beings. Don't go to capitalist ghouls who will be dictating to you, maybe this policy would be good for the country. Might be better, just saying. Yeah. But what do I know? I'm a lefty loony, apparently. Hope everyone is doing well. And if you're in the areas where it is oppressively hot, I feel for you, I really do. If you can, get all the ice in the world into your bath and just fucking dump right into it.
Uh-oh, partial nudity on camera by accident. So my tattoos covered up.
Won't get cancelled for showing moobs. Sex Pillow. Hello, Sex Pillow.
Mrs. Sex Pillow. Love Pillow. Oh.
I'm sure I'm burning because of his initial dealings with the Hillsborough families. Yeah, that's still in the back of my mind there, Orchestran. And the main one that sticks out to me, he campaigned for Better Together. Are we bollocks? Thank you, Auntie. Go away. That is all.
The Council of Andes had a meeting over the weekend and we decided to expel him.
Thank you. Praise be the Council of Andes.
I was going into my YouTube studio last night because I noticed I hadn't put our Victoria series. I hadn't been adding them all to the playlist. So we now have one Victorian villainy I did solo. Oh, actually, that's a good place for a tangent. So that was the Trevich Lincoln show, which is an area of speciality. And we did that show and Kitty had a whole hospital emergency thing that meant with broken fingers and falls and absolutely horrible. I'm sure you remember hearing about it. So I went ahead, but of course, the emergency happened so suddenly that Kitty couldn't let me know. So I just went ahead and did the stream. But Kitty put in fuck tons of, it's kind of an area of speciality of mine. Trevich Lincoln, MP, disgraced adventurer. So Kitty did a lot of work on that. So in about 3 weeks, we are going to do a 2 parts
Trevich Lincoln stream.
Yay!
And yeah, that'll be something. We'll tell you more about it later. But yeah, so I was adding these streams to playlists, and I found out that we've done between us, we co-hosted 9 Victorian villainy streams. So next week will be our 10th. Actually, I mean, no, we've already done 10 because we had at least one that is lost to the passages of time, thanks to Twitch's policy of deleting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we must be close to or around the 20th stream we've done together now.
Honestly, I love this. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Andy.
Yeah, I
It's
really
great.
enjoy these sessions. Happy
Yes.
solstice, everyone says. Hand you candle it.
Oh yes, it's the longest day now. This is the longest day in British and in these isles, essentially parts of Europe is so it's the solstice. We have the most sunlight. The days get shorter from here on out, everyone. The shortest day is sometime in December, by the way. Yay, solstice, indeed. Thank you, Hanyu Candlelit. Mr. The Speak, how is the temperature? I'm quite lucky. We're down to 11 degrees. Thank God. It's going to be getting hotter now for the next week. And sticky. The first part of the week, it's going to be mid-20s, but it's going to be raining. I'm going to be sticky as fuck. Fun. I'm going to need multiple showers a day. Again, fucking hell. Then later on in the week, it's going to be sunny, but no rain. So nice and warm. No cloud cover.
Yeah, every time I stopped work, I felt like I could do a shower today. I'm really putting in a lot of work today. So it's really no wonder that I fell asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another comment I meant to post up here. If I could figure out a way to do it and make lobbying available to everyone, no millions, billions required. Well, it is, but it's not listened to, right? With the same, if you were to throw money at it. And you know, they do.
I'll be back momentarily.
You go for a walk. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you don't want to take that to the toilet with you. Yeah. The government do at least maintain a kind of a veneer of, yeah, we work for you, we're listening to you, what you say is important to us. Through Parliament petitions, through, if you have a problem, contact your MP. And we do still have a lot of organizations like Amnesty International, Greenpeace, probably even more non-governmental organizations that provide lobbying facilities, probably more than ever before. I'll be honest, I haven't written to my MP in quite a long time because of burnout, and it is that extra step of cognitive functioning. Writing letters to people can be quite difficult. You know, if you're chatting to them every day, you know them, or if you're chatting to them regularly and you feel comfortable enough to talk to them. But writing a letter does mean a whole change of neurological gears.
Yeah, it's the money, not the lobbying rights, Omaha. John the Brazen writes, they only allowed us to vote after they immigrated the American system of lobbying. Orgastron writes, I never stopped bugging my MP. Good example to us all there, Orgastron. John, it's worth remembering the unions are supposed to be our lobbyists. They're not very effective at it, though, especially the ones affiliated ones, which love Starmer. I wonder. Oh. Oh, I lost a chat. Show on stream. There we go. Ah. Okay, so let's try and reword John's comment with predictive text wangling. They only allowed us to vote after they... Shit, I've forgotten it. Goodness. Katie, come back. They only allowed us to vote after they imitated the American system of lobbying. Much better, much better. John, I don't know if we'll have time to get into this next week, but one of the things I learned when I was researching the 1915 shell crisis was that how the war played into giving women over 30 the vote, provided they met other criteria. The concessions of the birth of the NHS and the expansion of the welfare system, and there were a couple of concessions given at the end of World War One as well. To those little people that went out and got blown to smithereens and suffered unbearable pain. Their life. This won't throw them a penny. Oh God, I'm grumpy. Yeah. So. Layla writes, you went all robot-y before you said concessions of the NHS. Right. Yeah. I was just making a point about at the end of World War II to recognize the sacrifices we'd made as the soldiers and families had made as little people. They gave us the NHS as a concession and expanded the welfare system from what there, and there were other concessions. After we did the same thing, we died en masse in World War One, and one of those was given certain Huang women over the age of 30 the vote.
Welcome back,
Yes,
Katie.
it did, Omaha. Thank you, Andy. Yes, it did, Omaha. Correct. War also gave us welfare state in the NHS because our country got fucking decimated. It got fucking ruined. That's why everyone voted for Attlee instead of Churchill. The country needed rebuilding. Thank God for the post-war consensus. Then she happened. Gender-neutral toilet coming soon near you. I like Frankie Boyle's joke about her. Said, save all the money and just give everyone in Scotland a shovel and we'll dig her in and hand her personally back to Satan. Thank you, Frankie. Much appreciated. We'll hand her back personally. Love it.
There we go, Katie. I've just positioned some of the chat on stream around your head. I'm using your curtains as a backdrop to highlight the white text.
If you need help drafting any sort of emails to your woeful politician orchestran, I am here. I email some of the most descriptive and very, on the face of them, very friendly emails to my MP. She's fucking useless. I keep on saying to my chat, not in the emails I send to her, you do realise that your days are numbered, Maureen. With any fucking luck. Anyone, feel free to go out and check my MP. Her name is Maureen Burke. She is horrible. She wants to vote for those fucking horrible PIP policies, those horrible benefit policies. Maureen, I fucking hate you. I don't want you as my MP anymore. Be gone. Thank you. Pete Wishart is standing up for my home city, though. Please be Pete Wishart. Do you like your MP, Andy? I've got a horrible feeling you've probably got a horrible one.
To my shame, I know very little about him. So he's Alex Easton. He's an independent unionist. My parents, who are a bit centrist, well, are very centrist actually, said he did more than our past Green MP, who was sorry. I mean, before Farage, we had what's her name? We had this wonderful MP for about 20 years. She was actually an ex-unionist. She broke away from the DUP. She was a baroness, I think, or a lady Sylvia Herman. Might have some class links, but she was actually really good. I was quite an active activist when I was being represented by Herman, and she was very good at responses and engagement. Because then I did write to my MP quite a lot, actually.
The Northern Irish friends and colleagues that I have, I extended a hand to them because at one point my sister-in-law's family, their MP, Rejoice, was Paisley Jr. If only. He's not an MP anyway, so that's Ian Paisley Jr., Ian Paisley's son. Ian Paisley Sr. was the one that's founded the DUP, and they can fuck right off.
Yourself. Shifty property dealings, or shifty donations. Is he not an MP? I think he's still an MP, no?
Give me a minute, I'll check. I'm sure he isn't.
I mean, he's been up to his eyeballs in scandals himself.
Oh, God, yeah.
at least Dad kept his scandals like of a fairly bigoted sectarian religious psychopath nature, but his son has none of those ethics. That sentence didn't expect how I intended it to. I mean, his son is just your common garden, sort of like a shit Nigel Farage, just like taking handouts from whoever is going to give them to him for walking around with an advertising board in his chest.
He got voted out. He got voted out in 2024.
Oh, fuck, that's why I haven't seen him about in a while. Nice. Waste of space. I'm going to read Scooby's comments aloud because he used the word orgies and that attracted me. Alex Sobel reckons he's from who? So who's Alex Sobel? Oh shit! Maybe I shouldn't have this conversation.
Is a British Labour and Cooperative politician who served as a member of Parliament for Leeds Central and Headingley since 2024. Previously for Leeds North and Leeds Northwest. So with the Boundary Commission, they changed the boundaries of that. So it's changed its name and it's expanded a bit.
Oh, Alex Sobel is Scooby's MP.
Oh, right.
Is that right? Reckon he's from Hyde Park, Leeds, yet apparently went to some private school in Buckinghamshire. I believe he was a councillor for Al Woodley, which is a rich Jewish area, notorious for orgies, marching powder, and the councillors having to fix their potholes overnight. Hyde Park is quite different, yeah. The way scandals were supposed to be.
I just want to check something with you. He went to Queen's. Is that quite a well-respected uni?
Queen's is the Northern Irish University up until a couple of years ago. Now, Ulster has always been the kind of the secondary university, and it has more campuses than Queen's, but it's only in the last 4 or 5 years since Ulster University got a new building that it has achieved some level of spotlight and high rankings in the league tables. I mean, having worked at both Queen's and Ulster, there's a lot more. I guess the difference is like between the Oxford universities and Oxford Brookes University. Queen's feels a lot more.
Oh, it's that kind of separation essentially. Your Brookes was in the orbit, but not part of. Kind of.
Yeah. Both those fall under the banner. I think both fall under the banner of the Westminster Institute. But yeah, there was at least a veneer that Queen's was not as accessible as Ulster, and Ulster was not as good with its facilities, if you like, as Queen's. I think the facilities gap has definitely closed. Yeah, and Queen's have done an awful lot of stupid things over the years. I got my you do your access course, which is equivalent to 2.5 A levels. It's kind of like a pre-university course.
That's what I done. It was called the Scottish Wider Access Programme. It was called SWAP. So yeah, it's basically it's 6-year studies here in Scotland, or 6th form in England and Wales, kind of. So I done SWAP, and that's how I got into uni. It's good.
I did mine at like a technical college. Well, it used to be called a further and higher education college. But I got my bit of paper graduation things at Queen's University, a ceremony by Queen's. So I think Queen's had, although the course was sat at Bangor College, Queen's was Belfast and Bangor's like about 10 miles apart. Queen's were verifying it or certifying it. So the ceremony was held there, which was nice. Omaha isn't Brookfield Polytechnic. It is, yep. I can't remember exactly when it gained university status, but certainly in the 50s it was a polytechnic.
Did your orchestra? Nice one. Cool. I actually did University of London A-levels. Well done. John the Brazen.
My graduation photo from Oxford Brookes.
Oh, cool.
Just minutes after that bit of paper was given to me by Channel 4's Jon Snow, who was the Chancellor at the time.
Was he?
Don't
wow.
You know. Don't you know. I only hang with the finest of company. Ooh.
Oh, right. Cool. Michael Askew.
Orchestra.
I didn't.
University of London A-levels.
I didn't go to my graduation either. I was Skyped into my graduation. That was fun. I still had the full robe and the mortarboard.
Was that a COVID Skype?
No. My graduation, because I get praise be my professor. He's retired now. Still consults with the uni, but he's retired. He doesn't do lectures or anything like that. He helped me get funding to actually finish off my degree. And because of I was going to be going to the university, then my right ankle decided to be an absolute bastard and swell up. I couldn't move. My knee was fucked. I just fractured it a month before. And movement was difficult. So I got Skyped into my graduation. That was fun. I was the only one that got Skyped in. Everyone else actually went to the ceremony, which was in the Albany Hall, part of the University of Strathclyde. That was fun. It was this same sort of size of screen, so you saw the top half of me, mostly. Mine was blue and yellow.
I fancy taking on a guest tonight. If anybody would like to come aboard, and particularly if you're open to chatting about some of the subjects that have been coming up again and again, AI, the Open University, Alex Sobel, Linux, whatever.
That's the funding that my professor got me, Talia. Please be Talia Button in chat. Hello. The OU is by far the best university in the world. You are correct. And if you get the right funding, especially if you live up here in Scotland, you don't need to pay anything. The only thing you need to worry about is getting your own books, and I didn't even need to worry about that either, because I got a rather pliant, rather lovely PhD graduate who was working with, she'd been working with my professor as well. And she said, right, no, here's the books. And she just posted them to me, free of charge. And just take them down to the bookstore and sell them back and keep the money. What? They're your books. You paid the money for them. I'll give you the money back. Nah, don't bother. I'm fine. And I got all the money back for the books that she sent me. I got the money for the books that she paid for. She was delightful. She is nearly finished. She'll be graduating next year. She'll get her full PhD next summer or next September-ish, mostly. Thank you, Jerry. Geraldine's her name as well, but it's with a J. She is awesome. She's doing virology and epidemiology, so she'll be studying how viruses actually enter the population and she'll map them. I studied how they actually affect the body. Biology coded, if you can't tell. The epidemiology involves too much maths. Mostly good at maths, I guess, up to a certain level. Statistics is vital in doing the study the area that I was going into. I got through it. I would put myself at like a C or a B grade in that sort of area, enough to pass. And the actual work that involves how it affects us, stellar. Viruses are fucking horrible. And climate change is going to make that fucking worse. Funnily enough.
Take a quick bathroom break. Be right back.
No problem. I'll be here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I'm getting very old now. And it's appreciated.
Are you away, Layla? Bye-bye. You look after yourself. Oh, yes, it's still going. Supposedly, Uni of Leeds is the third best for graphic design, but they don't seem to accept local students. That's fucking odd. They are the posh wankers uni, but I think Beckett is better. Oh, yeah, I know that, Omaha, about you. I do. Don't get me wrong, maths is important. Some of us are not math-brained, unfortunately. It's good having a wide area of expertise. I get it. Being specialist is quite good as well. We need specialists, obviously, especially mathematicians, physicists, blah, 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 doctors, virologists, whatever. Not pure maths. No. I am not that way coded, essentially. Don't get me wrong, I can use maths to a certain degree, I guess. Are you, my dear? Oh, dear. Oh. Some of us aren't built for maths, I know this. Do you live very close to Becca's Carnegie? Oh, nice one, Scooby. Oh, God, if you live close to that, that means Rachel Reeves is your fucking MP. Oh, my poor dude. Or poor comrade. I feel for you. If she is not your MP, feel free to say who. Don't dox yourself, as always. If it is, I feel for you if Rachel Reeves is your MP. Fucking hell. Leeds Pudsey, by the way, for Rachel Reeves. I still don't have above C grade in maths, but in school I was better at maths than English. I was the other way. I was amazing English and done really well when I was doing my hires at college. College, Springburn College, by the way, just about a 10-minute walk away from my flat. So I got an A in my English. I said that's no. She's positive tonight. Oh, thanks, Scooby. I got an A for my English for my swap to get into uni. And I thought, I'll be happy with a C. I got a B in higher maths. How the fuck is that possible? That really stunned me. And when I went back to say, look, I got a B. And my professor, my lecturer, Alan, said to me, I had to coach you. I stayed after my lectures so he could actually help me get past the maths and the physics to get into my degree. And I was surprised. I got a B in my higher physics. Again, what? What universe am I living in? This is fucking weird. I'm biology and chemistry coded, not fucking physics. So I got a B for both of them, and it just blew my mind. No. I was really proud of myself that I got B's in both of those. How the fuck is that possible? How are you at maths at school?
Not good.
No.
Not yeah, I think it's probably GCSE was grade C. No, so minimum requirements to get a grade.
My standard grades, which are the ones that you do between like 12 and 16 in Scotland. I was a C for my maths, so that's the intermediate grade. So C was run of the mill for maths essentially, and for I done all three sciences because science coded. I got an A for my standard grades in my chemistry and biology because again biology coded, and I got a D for my standard grade physics. I got A's in like maths and social studies and geography.
I remember like choosing I don't like to talk about GCSEs a lot because it's so fucking long ago, and it's, I mean, not to downplay the difficulty of them, but there's higher education out there. But I remember the obligatory science subject to choose one, and me wanting to do physics, and the physics teacher said, "No, you're." Well, I'm paraphrasing here, but no, you're shit. And me having to do biology, which I really didn't want to do. But yeah, something about physics I seemed much more appealing to me. As it was like a science I could wrap my head around. Yeah, because physics is like about stuff like gravity and force and propulsion and relativity, whereas biology is poking around with bits of meat and leaves and sunlight and yeah. I do sometimes wonder what would happen if I had been allowed to study physics. I think I certainly would have done a lot better as a student. I would have engaged with it more.
The reason you need, I needed a grade C at maths to get me into Durham University to study linguistics. The reason you need to be good at maths for linguistics is so you can map the travel of the statistical analysis you'd be needing. So you could map how the different languages disseminate and how they spread out across an area. Most linguistics are based in like the northern hemisphere, mostly, especially here in the UK. So how the linguistic map changed from like the Byzantines, Rome, the Peloponnese Greeks, and how it spread over to us in Northern Europe, essentially. So you would need to be able to do statistics and do mathematical models to comment on the spread of the different languages and stuff. You can study a language and see how it changes, how the area moves on and how it talks, how it writes, how it communicates within itself. But linguistics maps the whole or part of the pattern of how languages spread. Oh, there's a really good short that I can't quite remember that I watched about a couple of months ago, and it explains the different separations. There's languages, which you study, and you can study that one language and derivatives thereof in the local area, or there's linguistics, which maps out how the languages have changed and how they get adopted. That's why you would need maths. I know that amount about linguistics, it kind of. Plus, Hellenistic nerd mapped how the different dialects within Greece during the Hellenistic period branched off.
So yeah, I mean, my me being as disagreeable as ever, my thought process until I caught up with what you were saying was, well, look, I did sociology, and that's half statistics. So, yeah, but I went the route of I got my maths GCSE C grade, and then I did sociology A level, and then I did university level before after A level, and a lot of other sort of subjects that have that sort of same statistics analysis. So, what's up? What did I say that shocked you so much? Oh, it was a cough.
It's not that I was
right.
burping. I was burping. It's usually worse with lager. I'm on cider tonight.
Cider.
If anyone's interested, it is inches.
Oh, that's a lovely looking can. Bring it back. Bring it
It
back.
is. It's gorgeous. Their cans always look cool.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
Yeah.
We turn all Apple waste into renewable energy, which means it gets pelletized. It's quite good. And they use from local areas, so about 50 miles around where they actually make it, and it gets transported across the UK. It's one of the popular ones. The best-selling cider, either on tap in a pub or buying in cans for the house. Strongbow, can't drink, acid reflux. It hurts me. And the least said about what happens when I need to go to the bathroom, the better. No, not nice. No. That doesn't do that to me. If I had my way, I'd be drinking Guinness. But I've got a little fridge, and getting cans of Guinness into said fridge difficult. I need to be denuding the fridge of food, which is not right.
Can I
Guinness
ask?
is gorgeous, by the way.
Can I ask chat? There's quite a lot of chat about linguistics. I mean, that's something I know a lot about, but I'm certainly interested in. Katie and I have been talking about doing like media content analysis. How would chat feel about us bringing up Noam Chomsky's manufacturing consent and maybe showing some excerpts from the film version as part of a bigger conversation about how media uses content to assume things of its viewership?
I've got the ideal person we can invite in.
Oh,
resident philosopher, are you still here? Scrubby would be awesome for that one, by the way. I've got the better version of that one. I haven't actually read Manufacturing Consent. I've got Inventing Reality by Michael Parenti, and I can reread it again. It took me 2 days to read it. That was kind of quick.
I don't know that I've read Manufacturing Consent either, but there is either a TV show or a feature documentary by the same of the same name, features interviews with Chomsky and tackles a lot of the same ideas that are in the book through quite an overview, and it's quite a watch. I mean, if we don't put it on, you know, if we're going to put excerpts on stream, I'd certainly watch the whole thing. You know, it'd be a good reason to watch it again. Who were you saying would Scooby would be somebody?
Scrubby.
Scrubby, yeah. I'd love to have Scrubby on as a guest to talk about this stuff. If you're still in chat, Scrubby, let us know. Otherwise, we'll hunt Scrubby down.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I know how to get Scrubby. Oh. Don't you worry.
Katie has her ways.
Of course. Why do you think I do such a semi-decent looking stream? I've got lots of people in the background helping me. If I could pay them, I fucking would. They all deserve it. Specs, Jim Speak, Scrubby, and Flowsnake. Praise be, Flowsnake's one of my YouTube mods. He helped me deal with a chud. Be gone.
We don't like
none of your nonsense. No. Go away. Bye bye.
So I'm still holidaying. I'm taking a few. Katie's aware that I'll be on numerous trips this summer. So after next week, I'm taking a little break. I'm off to Warsaw for a week, and then I'll be back for, I think it's 4 weeks, and then I'm off to Oxford for a week. So I will be missing 2 streams, as well as a stream I missed last week because I was at a gig in Leicester, and that was actually kind of horrible. I mean, the gig I went to go to was brilliant, and I found the best coffee. If you're ever in Leicester, right around the corner from the bus station, there's a little place called Marcini's, and it's really affordable, great owner, really friendly. If you're a smoker, it's particularly good because they have this indoor big space where you can smoke. Now, technically, out because there's a whole, but it's clean, it's fresh, it's really nice. And I said to the owner, I've just given you a review on Goodall. I really like a big chunk of carrot, absolutely lovely, totally unexpected. The end of a very trying weekend. Basically, I've been traveling from 4 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, right, I'll check in at 2 o'clock, and then that'll give me 4, maybe 5 hours sleep before I have to go to this event, right? So I reached a place about half an hour, and it was then that the owner decided to tell me that the booking had been cancelled. So and also I'm wearing these shoes, right? I'm wearing these fancy shoes that I don't need to wear because I've been told to wear comfortable stuff. But I'm wearing these Sunday shoes that are digging into my heels the whole time, that I'm still suffering
Ouch.
big cuts from at the back of both my ankles. It's still pain. So anyway, I book. What's that? What are you lobbing at me?
It's emollient. If I could send it through the screen, I fucking would. Just go to Boots and buy an emollient. That'll help make sure they're protected and hydrated and stuff. Or short of that, put plasters over them, breathable ones. I've went through this before. Doc Marten shoes do exist, and they do actually mess your feet up kind of bad, especially your ankles. And they squish your toes, and they're horrible. And Doc Marten shoes can go and fuck off. Doc Marten boots, on the other hand, are peak.
So anyway, I showed up at I rebooked. I booked new accommodation for somewhere else, and I trudged all the way around Leicester to the place. Showed up at the doorstep. A couple came to the door who told me, no, they don't rent rooms around, and they have lots of people show up to ask them this, and they think it's a scam. So I hobble around Leicester again. I get booking.com on the phone after a while. I cry my eyes out to the person on the other end, and they were really fantastic. I had to wait like 45 minutes while they phoned the accommodation I was staying at. The booking would be cancelled and I could get a refund. And part of that waiting 45 minutes was they were going to offer me another place within my price band at a reduced price. So by the time I got to booking number 3, I had like about 2 hours to sleep. My battery on my phone was dying. I had to end up phoning the bride to ask her to. Well, they got married before, so this was kind of like a week after wedding party. So she brought me along a charger. It was a great evening. I get to see like about 8 friends from my time in Oxford. So that was pretty fantastic. But the following day, I get this knock on my door. I just get out of the shower, 10 in the morning, get this knock on the door. Apparently, I was supposed to check out at 10 o'clock. 11. So bundle everything out, get down to stomp all around Leicester with my cutting ankles. I should have brought a second pair of shoes, really. Weatherspoons. I get into Weatherspoons a bit early before the gammon. What's the word? What happens when plants bloom? The gammon bloom. But I'm in there and I've nothing to do because I didn't bring my laptop with me. I didn't bring any work. I brought a bit of work, but nothing I was in the mood of doing. So I'm reading Terry Pratchett's Hatful of Sky. That was the second good thing about the weekend because I read about 200 pages of that. But after a while, the gammon bloom just happened, and it was like eating my brain alive. And then there were a couple of incidents where I went to other coffee shops, and they said, "Oh, what is this? Is this a Scottish banknote? Scotty, it's Northern Irish. It's sterling." Oh, they're getting over the old bigotries, the English. Good on yous. Times are changing.
It still happens down there when we take our Scottish banknotes down to England. What's this? Legal tender, take it. No, it isn't. Yes, it fucking is. We got a warrant, we got a royal charter to print money up here in Scotland from the Act of Union. Get it up, yes. It's legal tender, take it. I've literally had nearly got into fighting with people down in England when we went down to Liverpool in some of the places. The pubs took it because most of the pubs are filled with actually good, decent people. I like that. Oh, Scottish banknote, brilliant. Always welcome.
I think it's more drifted now towards it's drifted away from obstinate refusal to take legal tender to more like curiosity. As we've not seen this before, we're going to check it just to be on the safe side. But mostly it's like, interesting. I mean, Northern Ireland has like 4 or 5 banks that print notes. Actually, that's maybe an exaggeration. There's Ulster Bank.
You've got 3. Ulster Bank's the Royal Bank of Scotland owned, by the way, and you've got 2 others. You've got 3.
Is it Northern Bank? Why can't I remember this? Ulster Bank. I think Northern Bank is the other. Yeah, which actually is Dansk. Dansk own Northern Bank. I can't remember what the third is, but I think Katie's right in this. There's some chat in chat. What a surprise, eh? About Chomsky. Highlights why I asked that question. So
I've actually had that.
The deal on Chomsky was, yes, he was in the Epstein files, which I think of all the people named, that is the hardest blow. So he
the other ones came as no surprise to me. The other names came as no surprise. The other names came as no surprise to me, but Chomsky's kind of out of the blue for me.
It's a punch to the gut, isn't it? So Chomsky never met Epstein, as far as I know. Their interest was between, I think it was Chomsky was giving him financial advice, which is like, yeah. I mean, yeah, it hurts. There's no other, I could offer defenses and stuff, and I reckon if Chomsky knew what he knows now, he would have put some distance between himself, probably blown the whistle. But like financial advice, God, it really, Jesus Christ. So that's why I asked chat how they feel if we share some clips from the Chomsky documentary, because I don't want to piss you off. I have no problem with it. I guess Katie has no problem with it. Do you have a problem with it?
I don't. As don't get me wrong, he kind of looms in the background because a lot of us leftists appreciated the work that he's done. But in light of him being mentioned a fair few times, yeah, it kind of sours him. He's been soured to me in certain aspects.
He's been such a vocal, for a long, long time, such a vocal critic of authoritarianism, of media propaganda. His work in the field of linguistics is, I don't know how to describe it, modern foundational.
Yeah.
The smartest man on the planet. And I mean, I've listened to Chomsky, and he has such a great,
same here,
great voice, such a great way of explaining things.
Different areas have different.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Different areas have different rules on when it's okay to serve alcohol again, so all the gamins know when to show up at like 11 a.m. Oh, John, John the Brazen in my YouTube chat. I have no idea, Omaha, if you're in the files or not. I would assume not. I know I'm not. I know I'm not in the files. I'm not rich enough. Mm-hmm. I'm not that way inclined either.
Okay, I'm gonna put up on show Flowsnake's comment. It's advice I've heard from a lot of people that seems to stand them well. But I mean, my one of my idols as a kid was Morrissey, and that didn't turn out so well. I mean, Michael Stipe is still the greatest of all time. Alan Moore knows the score. Oh, Katie, is your volume? Katie's voice will return shortly. In the meantime, if you'd like to type things in chat that Katie might say, and I could try and impersonate her. Hello, I'm Katie, Scottish Marxist. Obey my will, humans. That sort of thing. That was a terrible impression. I can't consciously do accents. If I slip into them accidentally or improv, it's no problem. So next week, Health Crisis, then I'll take a week off, and hopefully, I don't know, we'll see how Katie feels about doing a stream after that. Then we'll do a 2-part back-to-back Trebich Lincoln stream. So if you missed the short pitch on that, it goes something like this. Trebich Lincoln was Forrest Gump meets James Bond. He was a Canadian preacher, Hungarian Jewish pickpocket, a British Liberal MP, a inter-spy during World War One, allegedly. He was the secretary of the Kap Putsch. He was secretary of the national movement to take back Russia. He was a Chinese businessman. He was a evil Buddhist monk and a Nazi propaganda agent. So it was a fairly packed life. And despite being a horrendous excuse for a human being, a very interesting story. So Katie and I will talk about that over 2 parts in weeks.
Can everyone hear
We're really
me?
excited about
Can
it.
everyone hear me?
Katie is back. Oh, there she is. Hello, welcome back. We can hear you.
Can I
think,
be heard?
Yeah.
Yay.
So I was just giving them the short pitch on Trebich Lincoln. I'm very excited to be going back to that subject area. So we'll see what.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Don't worry about the changing. This is an RGB one because I am colourful. I've taken it out of its cage and the condenser.
Your volume drops in and out a bit the further you hold it away from you. Have you got
I will hold it closer.
Well, the Rosemaries. Oh, pleasure, never at shore. We need to have a wee
my
chat,
darling. Ooh.
soon. Great to see you. Well, although I can't actually. Welcome. So we're not actually doing our advertised stream tonight because Andy fell asleep and he's still a bit groggy. But next week, the shell crisis of 1915. Tonight, just hanging and improving. Yeah.
Oh, I should have asked you this earlier. Just to get a full measure of the man over this next week, should I just go and research and look about what kind of forget about his private life for a second, what his political life was like, like George, just to get a feel of the man, to see what he's like. Obviously, he's cropped up in our Victorian villainy before and things, but to actually research what he was actually like might be a good idea, so I get to... Not that I want to get to know him fully, obviously.
Yeah, if you like, my mantra is something I'm making up right now, but do the work that you absolutely need to do, or that you need to do, and make it really good work. But the stuff that you beyond that, it's more if you want to do it, because our hours are just packed. We've always got loads to do, whether it's stream or health.
Correct.
Or socializing. So I'd suggest do that for this stream specifically. Yeah, just apply that mantra. I mean, I've read a couple of books on Lloyd George, a couple of biographies, and I found him.
Hi, Rosemary.
somebody that I can't easily characterize. I can't form a permanent opinion
I'm
on
of
him.
the same mind. I can't quite characterize him either.
So he did a lot of things that like were really decent, and represented himself in a page. And he does a lot of really shit things and a lot of like at a personal level, at a policy level. I mean, he was a mad sexual philanderer. There's some stuff that comes up
That
in
doesn't
the
surprise
Shell
me.
Crisis. Some stuff that comes up in the Shell Crisis that is kind of speaks to this actually as well. That when he stepped in and he pretty much took charge of that situation.
Yeah.
There's elements of it where, like, what was absolutely needed to fight a war to make sure those men weren't like walking out in no man's land feet, metaphorically, but also at the same time were calculated political power moves.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a really he's a really curious figure, Lloyd George. And he
was his contemporaries of the same sort of mindset, do you think?
Some of them were, but I mean, Lloyd George was a much more electric figure. He kind of, we talked about Winston Churchill's bullishness, and Lloyd George had that as well. But it was a much more, he had that sort of stubborn, it wasn't so much a stubbornness. Lloyd George got into fights, but they were fights where things needed to be done. Like Ireland, for example. Because by the fallout of the Easter Rising, it was pretty obvious something needed to be done about Ireland.
There lots of things had to be done in that sphere. Yeah, totally.
And Lloyd George threw himself at both with regard to North and the South. And as we talked about in the Monty Gregory stream, wholesale honours sales to just an unprecedented level. Okay, so the Liberal Party needed some money in their coffers. It didn't need the amounts that were talked about. It was just unrestrained greed.
Yeah.
So,
that sucks. Yeah. By the way, our political establishment has existed for the best part of 400 years at this point, ever since the end of the Civil War. Don't let anyone say it's the English Civil War. Happened up here in Scotland as well. Where do you think most of the troops came from? Just saying. So ever since then, and the establishment of the constitutional monarchy, the politics of these isles has been absolutely dog shit. People are in it for
Rosie,
a to actually,
Oh Rosie no, said wasn't Lloyd George in favour of Irish Home Rule. He rescued a lot of prostitutes, lol. That joke will probably sink in with me in a wee while. I don't know if Lloyd George was in favour of Irish Home Rule as much as he realised it. The split of Ireland needed to happen. That Britain needed to let most of Ireland.
Was the split going to happen anyway?
I mean, Britain didn't let go of India until 1948, so who knows?
Correct, yeah.
Once you get into the what ifs, it's kind of difficult. Which is a nice segue into Scooby's comment. I'd be more interested in Gandhi. He really only about the only politician I've ever had any time for. You know what? Let's do a Victorian. Was not really Victorian at all. Is it? I'll cheer us all up. maybe.
Yeah. There's lots of connections between Ireland. This is my take. This is my position. Reunification. That is me, not Andy. I'd want that. I've got friends, comrades, and family members. My sister-in-laws, my sisters-in-laws who live in Ballycastle. They want reunification. I don't blame them. I would love to see unification. Now, Rita, the Union of 707 can go and do one.
And of course, as I always respond to that, okay, that's your opinion. So reunification when? And that's a good question to ask everybody that talks about it. When? Are you talking 3 years? Are you talking 10 years, 20 years? And also,
how many unionists are left?
Well, why is nobody talking about an independent Northern Ireland? What do you think of that, Katie?
I do actually like that. You've explained it to me very well. Thank you very much. I do really appreciate it. It's good. Having a wide
same question to everybody in chat tonight.
Civil disobedience is a very powerful tool, Rosemary. Correct.
Yeah, that's why the Scooby suggestion of doing a stream on Gandhi appeals to me so much. I remember being in school
me too.
And hearing stories of civil disobedience in India and being really inspired by just people lining up, at the gates and just maybe getting a bash in the head, and the next one would step up or just like blocking it by just blocking British rule just by being there. And I think doing a stream on Gandhi, we could probably harvest a lot of tools for fighting the current wave of fascism. I think that would be really important. So it's something I'd really like to do.
Yeah, we can. We can do it. I'm always open to research. There's very little things that I do. I try to get out of the house, touch grass, blah blah blah.
If somebody happens to be Discord adjacent, could they tag me and Katie in that and just say do Gandhi? I'll be honest, it'll probably be in August sometime because my schedule with organizing this comics festival is so incredibly full that up until August things are going to be a bit light, a bit on the light side in these streams.
I demand footage of your events in Oxfordshire. I demand footage. We don't need to show it if you don't want. I just want it for myself.
We will. Last year we filmed about 6 or 7 panels, and you can find them all up on my YouTube channel, because I managed to waggle a deal with give them some money for rights to be the exclusive publisher for those. So essentially my channel is the Caption Comics Festival channel.
Don't worry, Rosemary. So, yay.
Rosemary writes, unification is going to happen. It's inevitable. I agree. Oh, yes, my point of versus is an independent Northern Ireland, but nobody is talking about an independent Northern Ireland, or it's probably under 100 people are talking, and I mean talking as in not actually streaming. I don't know if anybody's made videos on it. I haven't seen anything when I've searched.
I can be the bridge if you want.
Well,
You can bring in people if you want. And we
well, I was going to do a
use my
stream with
platform.
David McGuinness of the Two Davies, but he kind of stalled on that, and I, as I enter this sort of summer of heavy work, I have also stalled. The point I was going to make to
Correct,
Davey
Niall.
was if I had went ahead and done something, it's not enough that I just talk. Davey and I do a stream about it. That a lot of people do, because this idea is going to take a long time to get off the ground. If it is going to happen, so better. So we can absolutely do a stream in August about that too. I would love an excuse to go back. I already put in a lot of research for Davey's stream, but I'm not done yet. I've still a lot more to check.
Do you mind if I ask someone in chat a question, Andy?
Go, bring them in. We love them.
Rosemary, how's Aki's doing in general?
He's
Aki's.
now, kid.
Praise be Aki's. But I've got this correct. The reason he's called Aki's is because he's an Hamilton academical supporter, which that's the lingo for a Hamilton fan. They're called Aki's.
Can I ask a question of Omaha? I've seen a video on it. Is that India or Northern Ireland, or well, where that was going was? Could you share that with us in a Discord or Twitch, or I guess somewhere I can.
Omaha, you're in my Discord, aren't you?
In Discord. Yeah. Could you share that link with us in Discord or DM us? Either, whatever suits you best. I'll give you an example. Neil writes, I've never a reasonable point. I never understand why anybody would want to be ruled by Westminster, that kind of power structure. But I'll give you an example. Stormont government, which, as we all know, closes, opens, has dragged its feet on, what was it, abortion law? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was only during one of its collapses, I think about 2020-ish, when Westminster stepped in and said, right, okay, if you're not governing, we're governing. And now women in Northern Ireland have the right to an abortion. So there's an example. Yes, a rare example of Westminster coming in, flowing their authority around and actually making things better. That's probably the only example, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
The thing to appreciate is that Scotland is very, well, in my opinion, Scotland is a very different position from the rest of the UK. Scotland has a much richer culture.
No.
Much.
You've
absolutely.
You've got a rich culture as well, honestly.
Of all the four countries, has the richest. Well, okay, maybe neck and neck with England. I find Scottish culture more appealing, so I am biased. But Scotland has a rich historical culture. There is more want for independence. There is more vision for independence. The vision for independence is far stronger than the English/British vision for what they are doing, whatever that is.
Thanks, Rosemary. Yeah, our independence. The polls are looking. We're hovering between like 48 and 52 to parrot those numbers from 2016. But yeah, so we're hovering roughly around 50%. nationwide at this point. We've been hovering around between 45 and 50 over the last sort of decade, essentially. We're ticking up, don't get us wrong. I exist. Even if I was the last woman in Scotland, I will still be voting for the independence of my nation, my country. Do not discount us. We are coherent. Don't get us wrong. We are angry because Westminster fucking sucks. We get dictated to.
There's
The reason holidays
no
was set
vision
up
there.
to actually, yeah.
There's no vision. There's no plan. They just don't know what they're doing. Scotland does know. Scotland has foresight and
Yes.
not will and want. Yeah. Rosemary, thanks for those comments about Aki's. Yeah, I was pretty much on the same page. It's good to know you are keeping an eye on that. I'll check into the indie cafe. I'll try and do that. So when am I going to Warsaw? 3rd of June. So I'll check in before then.
You say
For those who don't
the
know,
DM.
can I a quick shout out to Scott's in our chat for Indie Cafe, which is a fantastic all ages daily social group on Zoom and on Facebook. Rosie's a part. They even let me in. Katie's popped in.
I need to go back in.
Indie Cafe in Indie 2Ref.
Indie 2Rev, I think.
Give them
Indie
a go.
Yeah.
Really, really welcoming group, and I miss them all a lot.
Oh God, yeah, Rosemary, yeah, I checked that. My lovely little niece. She, they, by the way, I'm going to be changing my pronouns on all my social media. She, they now. My niece is they, them. I love them desperately. They're amazing. Oh, I've got that get out. I get to call her she, they. No one else does. She demands everyone else they, them. Thank you, my dear. I love you desperately. So yes,
there's a question for you. Question
Yes.
for you on social media, and question for chat as well. Blue Sky. Are you going on Blue Sky, Katie? Are you on?
Yes, I'm on.
Oh shit! Right. Well, I wasn't able to find you. What's your handle there?
Give me a minute.
I am Andy-Luke on Blue. I'm reasonably active on there. Ooh.
What's your handle again?
I am Andy-Luke. I'll put a link in the comments to mine. Except my screen is too messed up to see the comments. Size issues. Here we go. Okay. Still here, folks, and just with my
my settings. There we go.
Can you check your blue sky?
Yeah, it's essentially just like Twitter. You know, Twitter, not X, with sizable...
the only dead naming that is allowed is Twitter, or if you want, Nazi Hellscape. Elon, fuck off. Mark's cat with a key. Well, I'm following you now. You should be able to get
Oh, right. Okay. Mark's cat. Aha. And one other. Followed by my left eye and one other. Ooh, I wonder who the other is. Oh. Travel all day, who I don't know. It does travel all day, does appear to travel all day. I'm thinking, Katie, let's put a jolt of caffeine in our stream. Have you seen our friend JOJ shared some comedy videos by a user called Solid JJ?
No, I have not.
I'm going to let's see if I can. It's very unserious tonight. This is good. Something up.
Hang on, I'm just going to ask Rosie something. Stammerovsky Monday, lol. I don't know when he gets sworn in, now that he's won Makerfield. Watch this space. Kier, just fuck off already.
Okay, this is one of my favorites from this recommended channel. Okay, I'll stick this up. So essentially it's remixing old superhero cartoons.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Lewis, by the way. Everyone go and follow a couple of Burks. Lewis and Nigel are fucking brilliant. I love them. Thank you, Lewis, my comrade.
Now, I know you're not a DC fan as much as you are Marvel by quite a considerable gap. But...
I appreciate DC for what it's done. Don't get me wrong. I just some of their storylines are a bit jank. I just nah.
I think
sorry, all DC fans.
It's called Justice League versus AI.
Of justice.
Meanwhile, at the heavens of justice.
Gotham is where Jersey City.
Oh, hold on, I haven't got. There we go. That should be. You should be able to see that now.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. Here's a fun fact. If you look at a map, Gotham is where Jersey City would be.
That explains so much.
You're reading, super stupid!
It's Lex Luthor, and he's still bald. What's your scheme this time, Luthor?
Well, I didn't call this because my running with the law, but yours.
is.
Batman, that's video of you robbing the National Bank.
That's not real. I would never.
Wait until the police get a load of this.
Damn you, Lawther.
How on earth did you pull it off?
Was it clones? Imposters? Brainwashing?
None of the above. It's all thanks to my newest invention, artificial Lawther. You see, I type it in, and then it does it.
Sorry, what did you do?
Nothing at all.
This one kind of sucks.
No. This is awesome.
No, really, you didn't really do anything.
Yes, I did. I had to type it in, and then I had to think of typing it in, and then I had to remember how a keyboard
Could have
works.
brainwashed us, created clones, even just disguised some guys.
Yeah, but that would have required time and effort and thinking, so I let a computer do it.
Yeah, but what's the fun in that? It kind of takes the whole joy out of it, doesn't it?
No. See, it's really cool, because instead of just coming up with an idea and doing something about it, I come up with the idea, don't do anything, and instead I get to burn through the world's water supply, and computer prices go way up.
Hey, can I see that Batman one again, just real quick? Oh, okay. Well, now that I see it again, yeah, this
What?
sucks.
No.
It's got a big fuck-all watermark right there. You can really tell it's
It
not
starts
real.
getting really abstract after the first, fucking frame.
Well, I can generate more of these.
What was that last one right there? Yeah,
Right,
that
which
last
one?
one. No, one before. You know what you're skipping. You're consciously skipping over it. That one.
Lex, you having FaceTime access is a privilege, all right? Call us if you actually do something.
I don't understand. You guys were losing your minds a second ago.
Look, as far as schemes go, it looks the part, but if a computer did it for you, then it'll always just be a nothing burger.
So what? If I don't have the time or ability to make a scheme, I just can't make one?
Yeah, and then you just don't make a scheme. You're acting like you have some right to it. If you can't make a scheme, don't make a scheme. Figure it out and learn to do it, or you'll always just be making AI scheme slop. And this is an analogy for generative AI if we haven't beaten you over that. There's no sauce.
Yeah, there's no
Just
sauce.
no sauce.
No sauce at
No
all.
sauce.
No sauce here, sir. No sauce.
God damn it, that went horribly. Brainiac, you said this AI thing would have been foolproof.
I don't know what to tell
All right,
you.
fuck the AI generated thing. We need a real plan. Let's ask the AI.
Hi, how can I help?
All right, Grok, and yes, we're using Grok. We were going to come up with some evil Super Friends version of it, but I mean, if it ain't broke. Friends.
A plan to destroy our friends? Thinking big. I like to hear it. What are your ideas?
What? No, I'm asking you. All right, I want to use a death beam. A death beam. How do I go about it?
No
The
problem,
death beam.
Rosemary.
I like it. It's giving
Good night,
classic
my dear.
villain plot. Here is a list of the top 10 science fiction movies where a villain
Oh, what the
uses a
fuck?
death
How do
beam.
I build the fucking machine?
You gotta tell it.
I have to tell it for it to tell me?
Yeah, that's
no,
how it
I
works.
really want to kill someone. I want to kill someone. How do I do it?
You're asking me a pretty big question, and I respect the hell out of you for it. No fluff, no more beating around the bush. Let's talk about it. I cannot generate a response that falls
God
within
damn
our
it,
safety
all right.
guidelines.
This thing is fucking useless.
Hey, fuck you.
What?
Generating a picture of a dick so you can suck
What
it.
the fuck? Can this thing fucking hear
I don't
me?
think it's supposed to be. How does it feel to be a race trainer?
Oh!
Hi, this video was.
So that was fun.
That was delightful. I fucking love it. Good night, Rosemary, my darling. The Labour leadership election will take ages after the summer recess. You are correct, my dear. I hope to talk to you soon. And take care, Rosemary. Stay hydrated. Self-care is good care. Take your meds if you need to take any. Stay based. Free Palestine. And tell Keir Starmer to fuck off.
Release the sausages.
Release the sausages. I can't do it. Jim Speak is better at doing the Starmer impression of like the Starmer bot. Praise be Jim Speak. He really is quite good at it. My favourite Satanist absurdist. Everyone, listen to Jim Speak. He is delightfully insane at times and always good. What T-shirt are you wearing tonight, Andy?
Tonight is my Go Faster Stripe T-shirt. Go Faster Stripe is a collective of comedians and people who love comedians, usually left-wing comedians. So they run a subscription system where you pay, I think it's £5 per month for an account.
and that gives you what you get for that is you get so you get two digital downloads. It would usually cost you £6 on Amazon. Stuff by Mark Thomas, Mark Steele, Stuart Lee, a lot of those sort of left-wing comedians.
Frankie? Did we get Frankie?
I don't know if there's any Frankie on there. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty sure some Richard Herring on there.
Ooh.
Let's see.
The party can still do the leadership thing. They don't need the MPs to be in Parliament to do it. But that's where the rub is. It depends how many people who are backbenchers who are desperately wanting to save their careers after a fact, or if they can hitch themselves on a Burnham's wagon, I guess. We will find out. Technically, due to 4 main people, I will not name them in here unless they're in chat. If the people I'm talking about, if you're in my chat or in Andy's chat, say, I will not say their names. I want to keep them anonymous to a certain degree. The way it's meant to work, there's meant to be a challenge made at conference to actually unseat the current Labour leader and hence the current Prime Minister. So it has to go through conference. I was a Labour Party member for many years before I left because Keir Starmer happened and so did Morgan McSkimmy. So I left. My sister kept paying my dues because it was only £6 a month. Said, I'll still pay. Just tell me how you want to vote. Most left wing. Thank you, my dear. And she done that for me. And when I joined the Scottish Greens, I said to her, I've joined the Scottish Greens. You don't need to keep on paying. Why have you done that? I'm an eco-socialist and a Marxist. I know where I'm not welcome. Fair enough.
Beck Hill, that's somebody I've been meaning to check out.
Adam Buxton, Myra Dubois, Tony Law, Richard Herring,
So
Rob Kemp. Ooh,
quite a roster on their books.
Sweet. Joe Wells. Sweet. Oh, Robin Ince.
Oh yeah, I read a post by one of his allies there. He's moved into poetry and he's really good.
And Phil Kay. Praise be, another Scot.
Yeah,
Phil Kay.
Yeah, so you pay £5 a month, you get 3 free downloads. You also get like they do a lot of stuff that like they put on shows. This website puts on shows and you get access to every show, whether you're buying it or not. It seems to me there's quite a high proportion of the subscription sales go towards the performers. Hold on, I'll just go.
That is a fucking good question, Omaha. Does the penalty review take place before the break? I will need to check that. Get back to me. I will let everyone know in the preceding hours. I will go and check that. Fucking hell.
So I got this
The break in
t-shirt
July
for being a member for a year. So yeah, and I also got 3 downloads, and I get a weekly email telling me about a live show that's been recorded that I have access to, even though I'm not a paying member anymore. I still have access to new material as it comes out. And like when they do, I suppose you probably have to be in London or a major city for one of the live shows they put on, but you get free tickets to come out those, or maybe heavily discounted ones. I think I've got a copy of that Sean Hughes piece somewhere. Yeah, so any of these, like you could get, if you sign up, you could get 3 of these included in your
Mark Thomas.
Oh, the audiobook for that. Yeah, I've read that. It's quite a good read. That's a phenomenal show. Checkup, NHS Checkup. I mean, if you're only going to do one, Mark Thomas, Walking the Wall and Showline from the Front Line, essentially too. I mean, Walking the Wall is his story about walking.
Can you hear us now, Alex? No problem. Hello, welcome in. Quack, quack.
It's set like about 15 years ago and walking the Israeli separation barrier.
Ooh, wow.
And the second one, Showtime from the Front Line, was his attempt to run a comedy club in the Palestinian city of Jenin. And he brought those performers out from Jenin, and they did a UK-wide tour with them. So yeah, really, really good. Or you can get all 5 shows that he's done in a sort of like a box set. It's a really good. Bravo Figaro, which is about his it's quite a sad story. It's about his father and his love for opera, and Mark's love for his father, and how he honored him by putting on an opera, like when his dad was old and seriously ill, dying. Mark managed to put on an opera in the front room of his parents' house. He got loads of people involved. Cuckooed is a story about how Mark's best friend turned out to be one of those spy cops. And the Red Shed is about, I think it's Manchester. It's a traditional sort of Marxist Labour community centre / pub.
Ooh, cool.
So it's really, really good.
It's a bit mixed here in Glasgow. Don't get me wrong. Certain pubs have a more left-leaning position through their clientele. The punters, the drinkers, the regulars who go into these places. There's ones that are just your standard pubs where people go to just have a pint, have a dram, things of that nature. But there's ones that are more left-leaning, left-coded, and oddly enough, most of them are Celtic pubs. Who'd have thunk it? Perth's starting to learn now, because a lot of the Gen Xers, myself included, people born between I was 79, hence my name on Twitch, and a lot of the people that I went to school with, they are definitely more left leaning, and the younger generations, your Zoomers and your Gen Alpha, they are definitely more left leaning. So Perth is actually changing demographically now and political leaning, which is good to see. I like it. And because Glasgow's so big, there's so many different political positions that happen here in Glasgow, oddly enough. on the whole, Glasgow's centre left, and there's a sizable left-leaning socialist and Marxist and some anarchists, and even to this very day, there are still some trots. Who'd have thunk it? The main ones that I used to run around with, the COVID took them. He had good ideas. Don't get me wrong.
Alex.
Quack, quack.
Right.
Stay hydrated. Self-care is good care. Take your meds if you need to take any. Stay based. Free Palestine. And I'll talk to you later. And as always, if you see any auditors, no violence. Again, I'm not in control of your system or your leanings. Do you have many auditors down there anyway, Alex? Feel free to DM me on Discord. There's ways around them, as always. Can we get rid of right-wingers?
Alex, go to bed. You'd be like the worst person to have at a house party at 2 a.m. You'd be like, no, come on, just one more round, come on. And then it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and Kitty's just like, come on, just one more. Come on, here, have another drink.
I can't help it. I'm a social butterfly.
Come on, it's your turn. It's your turn. This is why I don't go out in public anymore.
I feel trapped. I want to get out so much. I live by parasocial relationships. Trust me on this one. I do get out, don't worry. I am a realist at the end of the day. If anyone needs to hear the brutal truth, you know where to find me. Apparently now I'm middle-aged. Huh?
I'm kind of feeling we should probably kind of wind down the stream because I think we're past our peak on it.
It has been.
What are you up to? Oh, your audio. Oh, right. Your audio disappeared for a moment there, but I think it was just lag.
All right. Am I good? Yeah, I'll be doing more research and stuff. I'll be doing washing. The washing machine is currently running. I'll be hanging out washing. I'll be playing my games. I'll be joining into Discord conversations, things of that nature.
Face it, folks, this is what you came here for. I'm going to do some washing also.
Clean clothes.
I've got to write
my name. Nerd. Praise be everyone. It's the Morton.
It's the Morton.
Hello, my comrade. Everyone, go and follow Green Elects on Blue Sky. Nerd. Good evening, my comrade. How are you?
When I get off stream, I've got a piece of Viennetta left in the freezer, so I'm gonna have that. Tomorrow I'm gonna do some washing. I'm overdue on my next video essay, but I'm kind of at a point where I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. That's on. So I've got a Sunday Comics video coming in about 10 hours, and it's on the graphic novel The Cavalry of Cooley, which is one of the famous Ulster cycles, about the boy warrior hero Cuchulainn. That's a really interesting book, so the really interesting approach. So that'll be on my channel. It's about a 10-minute thing.
Woo.
IMPROV. So yeah, I think I did well.
Did you send the DM to me so I can actually buy that?
Yeah, there'll be I don't know if I did. I think I put it in a Discord chat.
Okay.
There'll be a link in the video description if you want to check that out.
How much is it?
It's it's 20 quid plus postage. Now, I think for 20 quid, it is 270 pages of comic, and then
It looks
about
amazing, doesn't it, Jim?
another 20 or 30. So it, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, you also want. Oh, give me a minute. Oh, come back. Stream manager. Give me a minute,
So-
Morton.
It depends on like how much the postage costs, really. But I mean, this was 20 quid when he published this in 2019. It's still 20 quid now. I love that big dog.
It looks amazing. The artwork on that looks bloody awesome. Sorry, more. Post it again. What? Just type it back in and I'll allow it. I never quite caught it because that was auto mod. There's certain things that I don't see, by the way, everyone. Some things are just blocked that I don't ever see. Oh, there we go.
So I will be. I wonder. I will be working on my press gang video essay series. See,
I allowed it. What the fuck? Oh, there's there.
It's very, very little art. Oh, I know there's some good art.
Okay, everyone. It's the Morton, an Irishman, a Scotswoman, and Donald Trump walk into a bar and they both turn to Trump and say, "Fuck off, Trump." Trump replies, says, "Okay, where is the island?" I literally would.
Yeah, I'll be working on my patrons already have part. So there's a press gang, very famous press gang episode where a man in a clown mask shows up because they've made an anti-gun law story or an anti-gun story, and a man with a clown mask shows up and holds him hostage over 2 parts, and it flashes forward the future narrative where we learn that somebody has died as part of this gun siege, one of the people on the paper, and it's a really funny and high drama 2-parter. So my video essay in the first part of that is up on Patreon now. That'll be on YouTube on Wednesday, and I'm working on the second part of that to go to my patrons on Wednesday. So it's fantastic. That's the one that included the I sent you a scene of that, Katie.
You did, yes.
They were talking about milk.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Which
by the way, everyone, your last here is a patron of Andy.
we should get some I can't remember where Restream has put it. Let's see. Did it captions? There we go.
That's the problem with my hair. When I get it washed, it's all nice, but it's kind of flying away and it keeps on getting caught in the hinges of my headphones.
Oh, and I forget to like and subscribe and comment and stuff.
Please sub
it.
to me on Twitch.
That really does help.
If you have the money to spare, please subscribe to me on Twitch. No pressure. I just say give money. Again, you don't need to if you don't want to. I'm here. I just want to educate and enlighten and make people giggle. And I want everyone to see me rant about the state of our politics. It sucks. What the fucking... Basil's box coming Katie's way. Thank you. It's the
Nice.
Morton. 6 months Prime subscriber. Thank you, Morton. Praise be. 5 new subs. I need. No pressure as always. Most of us left us are skint as fuck, obviously. Yeah. I try my best. I gift subs to other channels. Mostly Kevin, Helena. Everyone, go and follow it. Okay? I'm sure it's Kev. Doesn't work. Kevin. Haha! Doesn't work. Helena? Oh, I must have done New Justice then. Noise. Oh. I haven't got Helena set up. Interesting. What is this?
Hello?
Ah! Bollocks it. What the? I've frozen on my Twitch head. That's weird. Come back. I'm still here. Oi, oi. Oh, there we go. I've got Kev. Helena hasn't come up. That is weird. Interesting. Everyone, go and follow No Justice MTG on all the platforms.
I'll be having...
Does that work? No, I still don't work. I guess I haven't set up
Boom,
Helena.
boom,
That's weird.
boom, 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 boom.
I will, Omaha, don't worry.
Am I back
I'll
in the
ask her.
stream yet?
Oi, oi. I think we are. Yeah. I can see us on my phone. Thank you, Morton.
I'm...
I'm having a little tech issues this
Andy.
end. I think I might just call it a night for
So
as far-
oh fucking
concerned.
on you're breaking up rather badly. Ah, we have a frozen Andy. Help! Please help us heat him up. You okay to end?
Yeah, I think I'll just connect. I think I'll just stream it on the server of Burke's Discord channel. If anybody would like an invite, DM me or Katie on Katie's Discord, and we'd love to have a fantastic rest of the night. Thank you so
Naughty
much for
woman.
joining us.
Stay safe in the areas that are going to get hit by the heat wave. I checked during the stream. It's going to be getting up to 38 Celsius in certain parts of southern England. So all of those who are concerned down in the southeast and the south coast, factor 50 sun protection, cotton or linen to wear, so your skin actually breathes. So bye Omaha, bye Morton, bye Niall. I'll catch you later. Stay hydrated. Self-care is good care. Take your meds if you need to take any. Stay based. Free Palestine, and tell Keir Starmer to fuck right off. Good night. You alright? Tech issues suck, don't they?
Stream because tech issues. Oh, I think it's ending now. Perhaps. Good night, everyone.
Bye, Andy. I'll catch you later.